There is one knotty question that needs to be answered, Watson. Where's my pipe? Hello, my name is Matt Wingett and I am a writer who is currently writing a very interesting book called Conan Doyle and the Mysterious World of Light. The book follows Conan Doyle's story as a spiritualist. It's a side of his personality which is not often spoken about, but during the same time that he was writing the Sherlock Holmes stories and had created the arch-rationalist, he was also someone who believed in ghosts, in telepathy, in clairvoyance, attended seances, and indeed, even later in his life, believed in fairies. Now, I found this contradiction, or apparent contradiction, so interesting that I went to the archives at the Portsmouth City Council, and they hold a huge archive of Conan Doyle material, which I have been lucky enough to go through. And I discovered a magazine called Light magazine, and in the pages of Light magazine, essentially you're able to track right from the beginning of his spiritualist interest through to the end, his entire story as a spiritualist. Along the way, you meet the people with whom he argued. You meet, for example, H.G. Wells was a critic, George Bernard Shaw was a critic, Joseph McCabe had a debate with him, which is a really fiery, feisty debate. There were scientists who were friends of his, such as Sir Oliver Lodge, whose son died during the Great War, and with whom Oliver Lodge believed he spoke. He wrote a book called Raymond, which was one of the great spiritualist books of the time. It tells the story of how spiritualism became huge during that massive wave of grief that swept across the country during World War I. And basically, spiritualism became a genuine rival to Christianity. And Conan Doyle was one of the leaders of that movement of spiritualism. He spent much of his life, of his later years, acting as a missionary going across the world, and spreading the word of spiritualism. Now, the book that I'm writing covers from 1887 to 1920. This is the point at which he leaves the shores of the UK and starts to spread the word. And it is a fascinating time, the evolution of his thinking. From someone who, in 1887, is living in Portsmouth, in Southsea in Portsmouth, and is just inventing Sherlock Holmes and coming up with that great idea, but is also writing loads of ghost stories at the same time. We see his letters also going to Light magazine, which tell of his spiritualism. Then we go to 1916, when, having kept it quiet for all these years, he finally decides to go public in a major way. And this story, from this dipping his toe in the water in 1916 to becoming a leader of the world movement, is just so fascinating. So what I need is your help to just get the project finished. I've spent a lot of time in going to the archives, in doing all sorts of research, travelling up to London to go to the College for Psychic Research, all sorts of places and things that I've done. And basically I just need that extra push to get me over the finishing line. And in return, I will give to you a limited numbered signed edition of Conan Doyle and the Mysterious World of Light, as well as another booklet which is the Conan Doyle Joseph McCabe debate. Now, the limited signed numbered edition is going to be 100 copies and 100 copies only, and that book, along with the Conan Doyle Joseph McCabe debate, will cost £50, sent to you anywhere in the world. If you would like the paperback edition, which is an unlimited edition along with the McCabe booklet, that will cost you £14.99. Again, sent to you anywhere in the world. So yeah, it's a pretty straightforward deal, really. It's a great book, and I'm getting really, really good feedback from readers who are checking it over at the moment. But yes, please do help me by showing an interest and discovering about Conan Doyle spiritualism with Conan Doyle and the Mysterious World of Light. Thank you so much, and yeah, I look forward to getting your book to you. Take care now. Bye bye.